And again, the opening question is, how would you yourself describe fake confidence? What would that mean to you?
Ask the ladies to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'd say I'm a 10.
10 的
10. 10. 10.
Fake news. It's fake, phony, fake.
Send the asteroid. Y'all are, come on, 10s.
Absolutely. What would you rate yourself, Brian?
6.5 on a good day. Hubris, like delusional to rate yourself as a 10. So y'all are perfect.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, bruv, come on. If you guys are 10s, then there's no girl that's better looking than you.
I love all women.
Every girl is a 10.
Wrong.
I don't.
Every woman's a 10? Is every guy a 10?
No.
Absolutely not.
Hold up, whoa. Every woman's a 10, but not every guy's a 10.
It's just because I love women.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to rate you guys, but none of you are a 10.
You just rated us.
No, I'm not going to
we're
give
not a
you,
10?
but none of you are 10s.
That's fine.
Yeah, we
That's
didn't
your
ask.
opinion.
So here's our presentation today. Her fake confidence. So first off, what are we talking about when we talk about fake confidence? Because it gets a little complicated, a little messy, but I'm going to try to tie it together by the end. So many women today seem to be filled with unbelievable confidence. Even just think of like the body positive movement. Like a lot of women are just like true goddess mindset, and everyone's like, oh, you go girl, all that stuff. But that's just a piece of it. Girls that have been going out, getting the simps all over them. We know that there's this like big confidence that women have these days out on the open market, especially those, younger women in their prime. So this can be super intimidating for a man on the dating or social scene in general, because you got all these confident women walking around and all that stuff. So I'm going to just show you just a quick little video of just to give us a picture in our mind of the type of confidence that the average woman walks around with these days. So this is Confident Dancing Queen. I might have to turn the sound off because it's actual music. It might copyright me, but we'll see what it lets me get away with at first here. All right, well, you can hear that song. You know it's that whatever Rihanna song. But you got like everyone's seen this type of girl before, right? Out at the bar, out at the club. Look at that confidence. She has so much confidence she can just own the floor. Look at this. Can any of you guys see yourself doing that? Obviously she's drinking, but can any of you guys just see yourself just going out there and just rolling on the floor like this? Like she's Cardi B WAPing here, basically. Like look at this, dancing around. Look at that right there. Yeah, that's confidence. She cut it up. And guys, like I told you before, any party you go to where there's men and women, if the Cardi B WAP song comes on, just watch what happens. It's hypnotism for a lot of these women. They can't even stop themselves. They just get into that motion, that routine, and they just want to dance along Cardi B WAP. You will see that. That's a good social experiment for you guys. Some girls might notice it and then they'll hold their cool. They won't like dive in, but you'll see it in their eye. That song comes on, they can't help themselves.
I said certified freak, 7 days a week. I'm talking WAP.
So that's the type of stuff we're dealing with. Now the goal of today for this little presentation here is to not be intimidated by women, to stop being intimidated by women. And I gotta say, because I just think about a lot of this type of material with the red pill and stuff, a lot of this is like warning men, hey, be wary about what could happen. But it can, especially guys that don't have a lot of experience with women, it can really scare them into building up this fear that like women are this they're like this impenetrable force, and they they pedestalize them, not realizing that women are human beings too. They have the same feelings and all that stuff. They get needy, they get desperate and all that stuff. It's just a lot of times men don't know how to get that out of them. So only the Chad and Tyrone see that side of these women. So a lot of guys come in and they're like super intimidated, especially if you don't have a lot of experience with women. And I want to ease that because I know that some of that fear can be put in your head. But the important thing to understand is that, yeah, of course, the average woman gets far more dates and attention from the opposite sex than the average man. There's no denying that fact. In today's world, there's just no denying that. So this can pump many women up with fake, phony confidence.
Fake news. It's fake, phony, fake.
That's why this is important to understand, especially for those guys that are newer to the dating scene or younger, don't have a lot of experience. I don't want guys to walk around in like fear and paranoia. Just understand that this confidence you're seeing, like that drunk dancing girl, it's fake and phony because it's not built on any substance. There's no foundation for why she's getting so much free validation and attention. And in the back of her mind, she knows this too. So even though on one hand, there is this entitlement because she's got all these options from all these simps and beta-mon throwing themselves at these women. On one hand, it's true. They have this, they walk around with this confidence. But if you can get past that facade, it's like a very fake first layer. And that's why the Chad and Tyrone types have such an easy time. It's like shooting fish in a barrel because, right, these girls come off as all confident. And it's like once you get past that first barrier, you see that they were not really that confident at all because they know deep down too that all of this validation and free attention they're getting is not warranted. They didn't do anything to earn it. So it's fake. It's false. It's phony. Fake news. No one talks about how hard it is to be literally so hot that you can't get a boyfriend because all men are extremely intimidated by and scared of you. Being incredibly hot is honestly a curse.
I'm passing away. That's it. Goodbye. I'm going to die. I'm gonna die. I made this TikTok video. It got like millions of views. People were agreeing with me, disagreeing with me. I don't think I'm that hot. I am a little hot though. I mean, I have fake boobs. Of course I'm a little hot. I don't think that guys aren't dating me because I'm intimidating. It's because I ain't shit. And I'm crazy. I'm a crazy hoe. You know what? I love attention.
So this is a little case study here for getting a match or a like on dating apps and social media becomes this false sense of reality for a lot of women. This creates a lot of entitlement and ego for many women dating today. And this is when we talk about the average woman, right? The average woman has so many more options and she's got beta-mon and simps that will throw money at their OnlyFans and all this stuff. So, right, it's going to entitle her and inflate her ego. But again, the important thing to remember is that in the very background, it's actually fake and false. So again, she's going to put off this image that can come across as very intimidating and very confident. But remember, that's just a mirage if you can get past that. So we're going to dive into this case study called the Tinder Queen here. And just to show you her, I'll show you a couple more pictures of her after to show you she's an average girl. All right, check this out, guys.
Alabama and Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, and more, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, 35 to go, Kansas and Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, and good old Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, and Montana, Nebraska 27, number 28's Nevada, next New Hampshire and New Jersey, all the way down New Mexico. There's New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, now let's see, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, then there's Utah, Vermont, I'm almost through, Virginia, then there's Washington and West Virginia too. Could Wisconsin be the last state, or is it 49? No, Wyoming is the last state in the 50 states that rhyme. Thank you for watching.
All right, so in case you didn't understand what was going on, this girl, average girl, changed her location on Tinder 50 times, so all 50 states, and here are the results. She's basically showing that she can get a match in all 50 states. An average girl. That's how easy it is for her to get these matches. And I bet you a lot of those guys still simped out, bait them on. Even if they had no intention of meeting up with her, they just simped out because they're like, oh, she lives in a couple states away. I'm going to try to get nudes. And they got really desperate and probably like over-complimented her. So the reality is, we know this, right? Women can get a lot of attention, a lot of dates, a lot of hookups, even if they want. It's not hard at them at all. So let's take the same girl here. Since an average woman can match with men from all 50 states, she starts to, right? And it makes sense. This is why, on one hand, she does develop confidence. She starts to feel like Miss Hot Stuff. Look at me. If this boy in my town won't text me back, well, how dare he? He's so lucky to have me. I got a guy in Oregon. I got a guy in Alaska. I got a guy in Hawaii. I got a guy in blah, blah, blah. So you can't ignore that that's going to mess with her psyche and her psychology. She'll feel like Miss Hot Stuff. She will get this sense of confidence. There's no denying that. I'm not denying that fact. I'm not denying that a lot of women walk around like they are such hot stuff. Just read female dating strategies. I'm just saying, there's a deeper layer to this, that when you understand that, you lose that fear or that intimidation factor of women when you're interacting with them. You know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll get to some more of that, towards the end. But here's some of the comments from this. Look at this simp Marquez at the top. Some poor girl in a relationship is going to see her man in this video just in time for the holidays. You simp. He just made, look at that. You understand what his psychology is there. His mindset is, look, poor girl, the man's always the cheater. Oh, I bet you, one of these men were out there cheating, right? Look at that. He's literally in 1,672 likes for that comment, for something like that. That is Simpville. The girl's matching with 50 men here, and yet they're going to turn it around, the simp here on the top comment. All right, we got this other person. Those aren't all the same person. That's funny, because I thought that when I first watched. I'm now convinced it's literally the same 4 guys named Tanner, Bradley, David, and Connor in every state. Another good comment. I thought that went through my mind. I mean, where is the flavor, says Ben. And then TSTR says, lot less fish pics than I expected. That is the stereotype that a lot of men have fish pictures, holding up a fish or a deer head or something like that in their profile picture. So I understand what that girl's saying there. But okay, so now here's I did a little digging because I found it's amazing what searching the comments of videos can really do to give you more of an all-encompassing picture of things. So someone said here, that means she pays for Tinder. Jin Meng says, look like she has a type. All right, so here's Alyssa. This is the girl from the video. She says, hi, creator here. Just to set the record straight, this was in March where changing my location was free. I wouldn't pay for that. Look at that. She's saying, hey, I'm above paying for this. All that, right? I'm above that. I didn't meet nor message anyone. Do you guys understand? There's deeper games going on here than even what I'm talking about in this presentation. This comment alone exemplifies the fact that every woman is her own personal PR team. Everything she spouts out will be like positive for her. It's all good publicity, all good press. Just think about that. Hi, creator here. Just to set the record straight, this was in March where changing my location was free. I didn't pay for any of that, so I'm not desperate, right? That's a subtle brag she's doing there. I didn't meet nor message anyone. Subtle brag. Look at me. I'm not desperate. I didn't try to get all these matches. They just came to me because I'm goddess mode. And yes, I did put Indianapolis instead of Indiana and misspell Oklahoma. Is for the flavor. I only put the guy who I matched with first, XOXO. So again, guys, that tells you there was more than the 50 in each state. We know this. We know simps are everywhere. No surprise here. But again, you get it. We understand why women have this inflated ego of sorts, but It's nothing to be scared of. It's nothing to be intimidated by. Okay, so I looked in. So here's just another example of this, right? This is that same girl. So, however, she also knows there are more beautiful women than her. So secretly, she doesn't fully buy into this Miss Hot Stuff persona. So there's a lot of factors into why, right? Why women get this inflated first, right? Okay, let's break it down into two areas. On one area, women post photos, gets all these likes, gets all these, hey, you're hot stuff. Hey, you're a babe. She gets all these DMs. Oh, you're wonderful. So on one hand, she gets all these matches. That's straight, pure confidence for her mind. Straight, pure confidence. There's a bunch of other factors, though, that basically in her mind slice this up to where she knows deep down it's all fake, all a facade. One of those things that she knows is that these guys aren't committing to her. The simps are in her DMs and all that stuff, but the guys that she's chasing after and wants, those guys aren't committing to her. We'll get to more of that a little bit later in here. Another factor into how, she understands that this is fake is a girl like this Alyssa girl. I'm not knocking her. I just think she's an average girl. I wouldn't care at all if she said that I was just an average guy. But she knows that she has hotter friends. She knows the way that when she walks into a restaurant or walks in somewhere, she knows that she has certain friends that all the guys look at her friend, not her. So that's another factor of this. She's going, well, if I can get a match with 50 different guys in 50 different states easily, another deep underlying root in the back of her mind in the psychology that she might not even be able to explain to you, but is definitely going on, is that she does understand that it's fake. She has better looking friends, hotter friends than herself, so she knows that all that attention she's getting, she's not that special. All the other girls in her in life are also getting that. So there's two competing, ideas kind of at play here, but that is why they put up such a tough first impression. Women, they have this confident demeanor, but then it's like when you know how to see past that, again, the Chad and Tyrones know exactly how to do this. And they see that and they go, ooh, I found that little opening of insecurity. Boom, and he can open up that door. And then that girl is more desperate and needy than any simp that she has in her DMs. But she has this confident, first impression that most of the simps never get past. So it's this fake confidence that once you really understand what's going on, you can get past that and win the game in that arena. Now, I always say you can't win the game when you legally enter a contract with a woman because the legal system's on her side. But as far as winning the game without doing that, that's how you do it, is that your confidence becomes natural. Her confidence is more of a facade because it wasn't earned. Think about this. If a guy's good with women, you know he has some natural confidence in there because it's hard work to get good with women. But if a girl is good at sleeping with men, she knows she didn't have to work for anything. All she had to do was put on some makeup, do her hair, and be like, hey, I think you're cute. And she can get guys. So that's why another arena of why it's false on that sense. But whereas a guy, it's hard work, so he's going to have that natural confidence. That's why when that guy meets a girl that has fake confidence, that guy wins every time because his is real. He had to work for it. He had to earn it. Hers was just given freely to her from all the simps. Don't forget, subscribe. Like, comment, share the video. Definitely subscribe.